Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. As always, it's great to have you join me here as we dive into some more movie news. So today we had another trailer drop for 28 years later, and I have to say, man, it was creepy as hell. Playing that kind of poem or that kind of limerick as they're playing it in the background with the creepy voice, creepy imagery. The tone of the marketing for this movie has just been insane. It's been incredible and it's great. It gives us a great look at the movie without giving away too much of the plot, and it's just been fantastic. The marketing people just need a raise. They're doing a great job here. So let's jump into this article here from Comic Book Movie. Let's break down some of this information. We'll play the brand new trailer over the top. Then what we'll do is we'll go over to the YouTube channel where the official trailer is, and we'll take a look at some of the comments and feedback from the community and see what people are saying about this trailer. So, 28 years later, full trailer drops. Aaron Taylor-Johnson into the middle of a terrifying zombie apocalypse. Yeah, I mean, this looks insane. We have this isolated community on this small island in England, and they make their way onto the mainland. After 28 years, I mean, what is the mainland going to look like? How is the infection mutated? The infected? Are we going to get different types of infection in different people? I mean, what's going to happen here? It's terrifying, it's crazy, it's unpredictable, and I'm so here for it. Boots, boots, boots. Yeah, like I said, that creepy kind of poem or limerick, whatever it's called, in the background, man. It's been part of the marketing, and it's so creepy when you hear it. And they pair it with the imagery, and it just makes the hair stand up on the back of your neck. So there are many kinds of death, and some are better than others. I think that's what Ralph Fiennes said in the trailer. So, we get to witness plenty of death in this full trailer for Danny Boyle and Alex Garland's 28 years later, and it seems pretty damn terrifying. Absolutely, just creepy throughout. I love it. Sign me up, take my money, all that good stuff. So while the latest look at this first of the 3 new sequels of 2002's 28 Days Later does give us a little more to go on story-wise, it's primarily concerned with scaring the crap out of us with glimpses of brutal zombies, although technically the infected are still living people, attacks. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? Technically, the word zombie isn't really used in this franchise. They're more infected, but I still use the term zombie. I mean, it gets to the point. You know what I'm talking about. So if I do use the word zombie, guys, don't get angry with me. You know what I mean. I'm talking about the infected. Sometimes I use the terms interchangeably, but I'll try to stick to the word. I'll try to stick to the word infected. So, according to the synopsis, it's been almost 3 decades since the Rage virus escaped a biological weapons laboratory, and now still in a ruthlessly enforced quarantine, some have found ways to exist amidst the infected. One such group of survivors lives on a small island connected to the mainland by a single, heavily defended causeway. When one of the group leaves the island on a mission into the dark heart of the mainland, he discovers secrets, wonders, and horrors that have mutated not only the infected, but other survivors as well. Yeah, this is what I'm most excited for, have mutated not only the infected, but other survivors. I mean, how is the mutation of the infected going to evolve? Are we going to see bigger, stronger, faster infected? Are we going to get mutated strains that we've never even conceived of, like some weird kind of The Last of Us, kind of where the infected maybe they've kind of joined together and we've got multiple infected to like one giant monster? I mean, like, how is this going to work? But the possibilities are endless as to what we could see when it comes to new types of infected individuals. So, Ralph Fiennes, who's mysterious Dr. Kelson, gets quite a bit more screen time here, revealed some more specific details during a 2024 interview. Yeah, I mean, we've had this kind of throughout the marketing campaign, we've had this look at this cult as well. We know that the second movie in this trilogy is called The Bone Temple, and it's to do with this cult. But what exactly are the kind of the narrative purposes of this cult? I mean, what do they worship? What are their kind of their rules and their structure within their cult-like kind of system? That's going to be another part of the interesting narrative of what's going on here. So, Ralph Fiennes said the following. It's 3 films, and which 2 have been shot. By the way, this movie is shot on an iPhone, I believe. So take that into account. Whenever you see this trailer or any piece of marketing, it's shot on an iPhone, which is absolutely incredible when you think about it. So Britain is 28 years into a terrible plague of infected people who are violent, rabid humans with a few pockets of uninfected communities. At the centre is a young boy who wants to find a doctor to help his dying mother. He leads his mother through this beautiful northern England terrain, but of course around them, hiding in the forest and hills and woods, are the infected. But he finds a doctor who is a man we might think is going to be weird and odd, but actually is a force for good. Obviously check out the new trailer, we've been doing that while we've been talking about the movie. And down below here, we have some important points here as well. So, Jodie Comer and Aaron Taylor-Johnson are also set to star, which we obviously know. It's been confirmed that Cillian Murphy will return as the original movie's protagonist Jim, but he is not expected to appear until the second film. So for those of you who seen that that infected individual that plays throughout the trailer, the new trailer, who looks mysteriously like Jim, like Cillian Murphy, we know that is not Cillian Murphy. It's been confirmed by the creatives behind the movie that zombie or infected, whichever term you want to use, that is not Cillian Murphy. So on this, we wanted him to be involved, and he wanted to be involved. Producer Andrew McDonald said in a recent interview, he is not in the first film, but I am hoping there will be some Jim somewhere along the line. He's involved at the moment as an executive producer, and I would hope that we can work with him in some way in the future in the trilogy. So with that information down, let's jump over here to the official YouTube channel page where the trailer dropped. We'll check out the views, the likes, dislikes, and we'll take a look at some of the comments on the trailer as well. So yeah, this is the infected character that I was talking about that's in the trailer that a lot of people are still convinced is Cillian Murphy's character. But like we just read in the article, this is not Cillian Murphy, so bear that in mind. If you're talking to friends, family, or any other kind of film fans online, just make sure to let them know in a kind and friendly way, obviously, that this is not Cillian Murphy, because there's a lot of people that are still convinced that he is. Okay, so let's go down. So from Sony Pictures Entertainment, we have over 1 million views as of 7 hours ago, so it's pretty damn popular trailer. Let's have a look at the likes and dislikes. So we got 60,000 likes, 459 dislikes. How could you dislike this trailer? I have no idea. I mean, it's not perfect trailer by any means. I mean, it's not Oscar caliber trailer, but it's still a pretty damn good trailer. I mean, what is there not to like about this trailer? 459 people. I would love to ask him that question, but I mean, movies are subjective, so I guess everybody's got their own opinion. Let's go down and get into some of these comments. So starting off here, I'll give this trailer props for not showing major plot points and just showing bits and pieces to keep us interested for the actual movie. This is how a trailer should be done. I mean, that's the tricky thing, isn't it, when it comes to marketing? You have to have a good trailer put together that gives people enough information and enough kind of visual cues to get them interested in the movie, but not cross that line where you're giving too much of the movie away. It's a very tricky line to cross. The consistency of tone in the marketing has been phenomenal so far. Can't wait for this film. Yeah, I mean, the imagery, the tone, the feel, the kind of the essence of what we're getting into with this new part of the franchise. The tone has been incredible with that kind of limerick, that creepy kind of poem that they play in the background, and the splicing it together with the attacks of the infected. I mean, just unbelievable marketing. It's been really, really good. This movie has iconic scenes even before it's released. Boyle is a genius. Yeah, I mean, he is pretty damn good, and we're lucky that he's coming back to the franchise. Whoever was in charge of creating this trailer deserves a huge payout. The terror of the audio combined with glimpses of the movie really paired well. I can't wait to watch this. Yeah, I mean, they've done a phenomenal job. I mean, just the sounds of the background of the music and then playing with the imagery, the infected imagery. It's just unbelievable, and they've done a fantastic, really, really well, fantastic job. So finally, after some years, someone understood that trailers have its own art. You hire artists to make your trailer. This is how you make a proper trailer. Gives you the feeling of the movie without spoiling it and making you intrigued to what it's about. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of questions in these trailers. I mean, what is the cult about? What's going to happen on the mainland? What's going on in this small isolated community? It gives a lot of questions that get you hooked for the movie and, want those questions to be answered. And that's what a great trailer does. So whoever is making these 28 years later trailers deserves a big raise for creating two incredible trailers that don't spoil the movie. Can't get over the sound design for this trailer, the marching sound to the war poem and the crisp, booming, pulsing noise. Whoever did this is a master of their craft. Yeah, I mean, that war poem that they play in the marketing, whoever thought of adding that into the marketing of this upcoming part of the franchise was a genius move, and it's just creepy as hell, and it does a fantastic job of setting the tone that we need. The preacher character really makes the whole series feel full circle. With the end is very fucking nice scene from 28 Days Later, as though are now in Days of Judgment. Can't wait for this movie. The first time I watched 28 Weeks Later, I was only 13, now I'm 30, and it hits me how quickly time passes. It feels like yesterday. They chose the thumbnail so people would stop thinking it was Jim. Yeah, I mean, like I keep saying, even to this point, even though the director has come out and said it's not Jim, people are still posting stuff on social media saying it's Jim. And I'm like, no, it's not. Like, but then again, I guess a lot of people don't follow the most up-to-date news and information when it comes to movies, so I can understand how people are kind of out of the loop when it comes to the latest information. So we'll read a few more here before we finish off the video. I think my favourite part of the entire film is the tagline they used on their first poster. If you didn't see it, it says, "Time didn't heal anything." Such a raw quote coming from an especially raw-looking yet modern film. Time didn't heal anything. I mean, one of the biggest quotes of all time is that, you know, time heals wounds, or time heals pretty much anything. Give it enough time and things will get better. But it seems that in this world that they've built, time doesn't heal anything. Time only makes things worse, and it seems that that is exactly what's happening here. Whoever is responsible for creating these incredible trailers deserves a raise. They didn't spoil anything and have kept the tone consistent. Again, another person praising the tone. Whoever is making these 28 years later trailers deserves a big raise for creating 2 incredible trailers that don't spoil the movie. Again, talking about the marketing here. I'm still pissed that there wasn't a 28 months later. Maybe our great grandchildren will get to see 28 decades later. 28 decades later. That's a whole different movie right there. I feel happy for my future generations 280 years later when they have a chance to see 28 decades later. And we'll read one more here. I'm not exaggerating when I say I've waited for over half my life to see this movie to release. My dad and I loved the first 2 films. I wish he was with us to see this new one. Oh, that's kind of sad. I wish he was around with you to see it as well. But I mean, you can watch the film and then you can kind of, you know, talk to him about it. You know, even if he's still not with you, you can see the film and enjoy it for the both of you. That's kind of a sad message to end on. But, you know, it's still an emotional, powerful resonance as to how important this movie is to a lot of people. So that's great to hear. But guys, there we are. So that's kind of some of the feedback there. People just praising the marketing, praising the feedback on what they've been doing with this movie so far. It hasn't even released, and people are waxing poetic about how good this looks and how well the marketing has come across tonally, and yeah, just fantastic. So guys, jump into the comment section. Let me know what you think about this latest trailer for 28 years later. I mean, does it live up to your expectations? Does it get you more excited for the movie? And what did you take away from it? I mean, what are you most excited for? I would love to hear what you have to say. So jump into the comment section and let us all know. As always, thanks so much for being here. Make sure you hit the like button before you leave. Consider becoming a subscriber of the channel if you haven't done so far. Goes a long way to supporting the content, so I really appreciate that. And as always, I will see you in the next video.